Pregnant and betrayed, how my mom's warning changed everything for me. My name is Lily, and at 19 years old, I find myself at a crossroads. I'm a college student, and for over a year, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend, Jake. We met in high school, where we quickly became inseparable. Our love blossomed amid laughter and dreams, but now, as I sit here, I feel a tension pulling at my heartstrings, one that threatens to unravel everything I thought I knew about love and trust. Jake has always been passionate about mechanics. His dream is to open his own luxury car business, a dream that led him to move about 4 or 5 hours away from our hometown. While the distance is challenging, our love has endured, or so I believed. We made it work, spending weekends together and cherishing every moment we had. But then the shadows crept in. The trouble began with Jake's father. From the very start, he made it clear he didn't approve of me. Behind my back, he made snide comments and hurtful remarks that cut deeper than I ever expected. I confided in my mother, hoping for her support, but what I got was a revelation that would shake the foundations of my relationship. My mother has always been fiercely protective of me. While I often found her overcritical, her unwavering loyalty was something I valued. But with Jake, she saw the disrespect and hurt I was experiencing. One evening, as we sat in our living room, she looked me in the eye and said, "Lily, I need to tell you something about Jake." My heart sank. She hesitated, searching for the right words. "I've heard some things from people who know his family. They suggest that he might not be as faithful to you as you think." The words echoed in my mind, drowning out everything else. "Are you sure?" I asked, my voice shaking. "I wish I could be wrong, but you deserve to know the truth," she replied gently. I felt the air thicken around us, my stomach in knots. The truth was a weapon, and it threatened to pierce through the love I had for Jake. In the following days, I grappled with the revelation. I couldn't shake the feeling that my mother was right, that Jake might have been hiding something from me. But every time we talked, he seemed genuinely invested in our future together. Was I really willing to let go of our love, based on speculation? The day came when I couldn't hold my feelings in any longer. I sat down with Jake in a quiet cafe, the aroma of coffee filling the air, but all I could smell was the fear of betrayal. I confronted him. "Jake, is there something you're not telling me? I need to know if I can trust you." He looked surprised, then concerned. "What do you mean, Lily?" I took a deep breath, my heart racing. "My mom mentioned she's heard rumors that you might not be faithful. Is it true?" His expression shifted, and for a moment, I thought I saw a flicker of guilt. "I would never cheat on you, Lily. I love you. You know that," he insisted, his voice earnest. But the words felt heavy, weighed down by the doubt that had seeped into my heart. As days passed, I found myself lost in a maze of emotions. The love I felt for Jake was intertwined with the growing unease over the rumors. I knew that my mother only wanted to protect me, but the more I thought about it, the more I felt suffocated. I wanted to trust Jake, to believe in our love, but how could I when a part of me was so afraid? Then came the moment that changed everything. I was at home, staring blankly at the TV, when my mother sat down beside me. She held my hand and looked deep into my eyes. "Lily, I want you to be happy, but you need to trust your instincts. If you feel something is off, don't ignore it. Love should never feel like this." Tears filled my eyes as I nodded, understanding the weight of her words. That night, I decided to talk to Jake one more time, but this time, I was going to approach it differently. I wanted to know not just about his loyalty, but about our relationship as a whole. I invited him over, and as we settled on the couch, I took a deep breath. "Jake, I need to be honest with you. This isn't just about what my mom said anymore. I feel insecure, and it's eating away at me." He listened intently, nodding. "I understand, and I want to make this work, Lily. I've always been devoted to you. But what if I'm not enough for your family? What if they never accept me?" I asked, feeling vulnerable. Jake reached for my hand, his touch grounding me. "I know my family can be difficult, but you are enough for me. I'll stand up for us, no matter what it takes." In that moment, I realized that while the rumors had created a rift, they also brought us closer. I needed to trust him and allow our love to grow. It wouldn't be easy, but I was willing to fight for us. The following weeks were filled with challenges, but together, we faced them head-on. We started discussing our future, what it would look like, how we could build a life together despite the obstacles. I could feel the bond between us strengthening as we navigated the complexities of love and family. Then came a surprise that would change everything. I found out I was pregnant. The news filled me with a mix of fear and excitement. I worried about how Jake's family would react and what this meant for our relationship. Would they see me as the girl who was unworthy of their son, now carrying his child? I confided in my mother once more. "What do I do, Mom? I'm scared. What if they treat my baby the same way they treat me?" She took my hands and squeezed them gently. "You can't control how they react, but you can control how you respond. Remember that you have Jake by your side. You two are a team now." With her words in my heart, I shared the news with Jake, who was overwhelmed with joy. "This is amazing, Lily. We'll figure this out together." His excitement soothed my fears and reminded me of the strength we had as a couple. As we prepared for the arrival of our baby, I learned that love is not just about the grand gestures or perfect families. It's about the small moments of support and understanding. I realized that even if Jake's family disapproved, the love we built would always be our greatest strength. In the end, we faced the future with hope. Love can be messy, complicated, and at times painful, but it's also beautiful, transformative, and capable of overcoming the deepest fears. With Jake and our child, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. Together, we were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, hand in hand.